Hello everybody, welcome to a Sunday afternoon live. I wanted to jump on here this afternoon and have a chat to you about what I did to create the life of my dreams. And when I sat down and thought about it, there were 10 main topics, things, strategies that I used to be able to get to where I want. So most of you would know that I was in a 20-year relationship. That was my high school sweetheart, and then we separated 20 years later after having 2 children, and you know, then I was a single lady and trying to raise 2 children on my own. I was working full-time, I was studying my master's degree, navigating the single world, trying to work out life type thing. And it was like I needed to figure out how to get an amazing life, the life that I wanted. And I decided to choose me. That was number one. I decided to stop waiting for somebody else to come along and to save me. And that was the first step that I took, because I could just, you know, do Groundhog Day, get up, go to work, come home, drive the kids around, do all those kinds of things. But life wasn't going to change if I did that. So that was probably the first thing that I did. Number one, choose me. Don't wait for someone to come along and save me. And then to do whatever that meant. So that meant getting support and saying that I deserve more, and then going out and getting it. So that was the first thing. And then the second thing is that I chose who to keep in my inner circle. So it's really important, the environment that we're in. So you would have heard that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. So I made sure that the people who are in my world were either doing what I wanted, or were supporting me, or were on the same journey to a beautiful life. That was really important to me. So I had beautiful friends who I deeply connected with. I invested in coaching. So I got a life coach because that was something that I knew would help me, because that was somebody who had done what I wanted and also knew the strategies on how to get there. So I was really strategic in making sure that not only did I have a coach, but the friends and family and colleagues that I had around me, or even the extended friend group. So like the people at the gym, or neighbors and things like that. I made sure that those people were loving, supportive, would hold me to a high standard kind of people. So that was number 2. Then number 3 was I paid attention to my self-talk. Because, you know, if I said to you, who do you speak to the most in life? Well, we actually speak to ourselves the most. So I became very conscious of what I was saying. You know, if I don't want to be saying, like, woe is me, why me? I'll try and improve my life, because that's not going to help me get anywhere. So when I became conscious of it, things changed. So I would start to say things like, how can I, that's my favorite statement, how can I get happier? How can I achieve the life that I want? How can I have the income stream that I want, or the career that I want? Or how can I have the relationship of my dreams? Or how can I nourish my relationship with my children? Or how can I get a healthier body? That became my mantra, especially when things became challenging. And of course, whether you're stepping out of a relationship into a single life, or whether you're an empty nester, things change. And it's important to really think about, is the language that you are speaking to yourself every day, is that language moving you towards what you want, keeping you stuck, or keeping you stuck in the past, or not helping you get anywhere? So that was really life-changing for me. I liked the how can I. I also took out the word try from my vocabulary, because, you know, with the word try, there's no commitment in try. You either will or you won't. So when it was, I wanted to save for a holiday, it couldn't be, I'm going to try and save for a holiday or try and put $100 a week away, that's not going to get me anywhere. I need to either commit to saving money for a holiday and commit to putting $100 a week away, or I'm not. So that changed things as well. If it was that I wanted to, because part of my journey was going back to the gym and working on my health and body, and that was for a couple of reasons. I wanted to be fit, I wanted to be healthy, I wanted to model health to my children, and I wanted to put myself in an environment around healthy, motivated people. So that was really important to me too. So, I'll try and get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym. Chances are I may not. So I committed to, I will get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the gym. So that change in language did change everything for me. That was a big catalyst in moving forward and really watching what I spoke to myself. Number 4 was I started to dream big again. So what do I really want? I started to ask myself some really clarifying questions. What is it that I actually want? And I took the time to ask those questions. I know when I coach ladies right at the beginning of our coaching sessions, that's some of the first stuff that we do. I ask very clear questions about what do you want and what do you value and what's important to you and how do you want to be remembered. And that really does help you get not only clear on what you want, but helps you get excited because you want to be inspired by the future that you're dreaming up. And when you can start to dream up that future and get inspired by it, then you will do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to get it because you're excited about it. You want to get there. And that's what I did. I wrote down, particularly, I did lots of things, but I had the vision board and all those kinds of things. But one thing that was really good for me was I wrote down, what does a day of my life look like in 7 years' time? And it was detailed from when I woke up to what sheets I had on the bed, to what house I was in, to who was next to me, to what I did when I woke up, what I ate, what car I drove, what friends I had, time did I spend with my children. Like, it was really detailed. And every time I read that, I smiled because that was like, oh, that's the life that I want. That's exactly what I want. So that was really inspiring for me. And I got to the stage where I didn't have to read it because I knew it off by heart. And that is what I aim for. And that is the life that I'm actually living. And that's the most exciting part. And that's why I know when I work with ladies to help them design and create the life they want, I know it's possible because I did it. And it's so fun to do. Then number 5, as I said, I started dreaming, but I got really clear on what I actually wanted. And I stopped doing what I thought I should do. And I focused on what really mattered to me. Because, we often think, I should go and I should clean the house, or I should go and visit this person, or I should save some money, or I shouldn't spend that. Well, is that what I really wanted? So I got clear on what I wanted and not necessarily what everybody else wanted and not what I should do, but what I could do and what I wanted. So that was number 5. Then number 6 is I asked for help. I stopped pretending that I could do it all by myself. And I'm not sure about you, but I found it really hard to ask for help and to accept help. And one day someone said to me, Kylie, that people love to help. And it makes them feel good. And when I started to look at it like that by me saying no to people offering help, that I could be making them sad or taking away some of their happiness, it kind of turned it around for me a little bit. And I actually started to go, well, if people are offering help, well, I'll accept it. And even asking for help. Now, that is really hard to do, and that took a bit of practice, but it's been worth it. I think it helped get me further along quicker, and it also helped me connect deeper with people, because when people are there for you, and can see your struggles, but also can see your inspiring future, you connect more deeply. And when you're stepping out of a relationship, or whether you are stepping into that next chapter from being an empty nester, then that's exciting. So when someone says, hey, do you want to come out for a coffee, or we're going for a drink with some friends down by the bay, would you like to come with us? Say yes. Because those people are wanting to help you and they're wanting to be there. Or if you're a bit like me, I had some people say to me, do you want me to come and help change the plumbing of your toilet? Because, I was a single lady trying to change the plumbing and it was really stressful. And I finally said yes. And I needed to say yes because I couldn't do it on my own. And it was lovely that I had friends around me who offered. Then number 7 is I set boundaries. So I learnt to say no to some things, and that changed everything. So no to extra commitments at work, or no to some people who were asking me to do more things for them, or sometimes no to working longer hours, or doing an assignment all weekend. Like, I actually was able to put some boundaries around that and chisel out some time for me and find some time for me. So maybe there's something that you need to say no to for some people to help you move forward. Number 8 was I started to read books and to listen to podcasts and to flood my world with the kind of information and inspiration that I needed and wanted to be able to keep me moving in the direction I wanted to go. So that might have been that I was reading up about finances, on how to improve my finances, or it might have been relationships. How can I be the best version of me, or where do I go to find relationships, or who's doing that has been successful and what did they do? I know right in the beginning, the first thing I did that was very teeny weeny was I went through my Facebook feed and I found pages of inspirational quotes and inspirational people, so that my feed was flooded with positivity. And that was just the beginning, and Facebook has come a long way since then, but that was what helped me. So whatever was in my feed was positive, and so that was what was feeding my self-talk, feeding my beliefs. So that was really powerful. And now I listen to podcasts and books, and like now because I have this business, I listen to entrepreneurs and business people. In the beginning, when I was looking for a relationship, I was listening to relationship coaches. So I made sure that I flooded my world with people and stories and proof of what I wanted. So that one's really empowering. And so if you're listening through this, and at the end, if you want to comment the word books, I'll actually send you a list of the books that I feel changed my life. And that might be able to help you as well, because that was very much life-changing. And to this day, every day, morning and afternoon, I listen to inspirational people who are educating me on creating the life that I want. Then number 9 is I found my why. And it's really important that you know why you're doing something. And I like to look at it as though the why that makes you cry. Because if it would make you cry, then you know you've hit the nail on the head. And that is the why that will draw you towards the future that you want. If you know why you want something, and usually it's around friends or family or some kind of contribution, if it's tied back to that, then you'll do what it takes. You'll do whatever it takes for as long as it takes to be able to hold the dream that's in your heart in your hands. And that's one of my favorite sayings, and that kept me going because I knew why I wanted a relationship or why I wanted this business, and it was tied to relationships. Then I did whatever it took for as long as it took to get it. And so remember that one. Really think hard about, so let's say you're an empty nester and you are stepping into that next chapter of your life. Why do you want this next chapter? Really have a think about that. And a coach can guide you through that and ask you the appropriate questions to help you work through that. But why do you want it? Is it because you're at the stage where you deserve it for you? Is it that you want to role model that to your children and grandchildren? Do you want to contribute in some ways and you want to have a purpose? What is it? Make sure you know your why. That was that drove me through the chapters that I've stepped through, you know, from married to single to in a relationship to owning a business to stepping into our next chapter where my husband is retired. So really know that why. That was number 9. And then number 10 is I believed it was possible. Now that's probably the hardest one. I think that we often have limiting beliefs that hold us back, and it's important to get that belief that the life that you want is possible. And I know for me, one of the things I wanted the most when I separated was I wanted to be in a healthy, committed, beautiful relationship one day. And I knew my why, and I did whatever it took for as long as it took to hold that heart, that dream that was in my heart, in my hands. And I'm now in a beautiful, committed, loving relationship. But it took a while for me to get there, but I never let go of that dream because I knew I wanted it. And I believed it was possible. I believed that I was a good person who I thought I had a lot to offer. And surely there was somebody else like that out there for me. So I got that belief. How do you get the belief? Well, that's where your environment is really important. Surround yourself with people who have done what you want to help you get that belief. So it could be a life coach. It could be friends who have healthy relationships. It could be meetup groups. It could be people in your workforce, whatever it is. Make sure that you surround yourself with people who have done what you want, which will help you get the belief. So that's my 10 top tips on what I did to be able to create the life of my dreams, to be able to be now in a beautiful, loving relationship. So I'm now married, have been for 3 years. We've built a dream home. I have divinely loving relationships with my children. I have amazing friends. I have a beautiful job and a healthy business. And, you know, and I really like myself and I like the life that I've created. So I hope that that has helped you, inspired you. If you are looking for some support yourself to be able to guide you along the way, because sometimes it's hard to do it by yourself. Sometimes you just need somebody in your corner who you meet up with every week, who's asking you the right questions, who's helping to keep you accountable, and helps you get inspired and excited and have that belief that your next chapter can be divinely beautiful. If that's you, comment me and let's have a chat and let's get you that beautiful life. Hope that's helped, ladies. Enjoy your week and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.